what's her name said she's coming up here like the third or fourth inning. She said you wanted her up here.
Sure.
Surprised.
Huh?
Surprised.
What's her name again?
Marianne Brzezinski. It's the women in uniform.
That's right.
It's gonna be my headset.
I don't know. Probably. I think
This
so.
game will either be the best of the last of the three, last night and today.
In my quiet mode right this second.
Uh,
That game pissed me off.
guess I got lucky.
You did. It was fun.
I'll be out of your way after
I have no sense.
You're out of here too, huh? Yeah. Just documenting it for the paper? No?
Right.
Oh, sure.
But it was a different arrangement than what Craig had arranged.
You guys come up here on a Sunday.
Yeah,
Things you
we
do.
had somebody else here for Stratford for the first game, so I have no idea why they didn't just select one person for both, but certainly they.
Apparently it was overtime. They went into extra innings, I guess is what they call it.
He goes, I know, it's
Yes.
so here.
Good.
Yeah, just grab a seat.
So many people here for this game.
Yeah.
Like more than the other games.
So many other games. Looks like I hope it's a better crowd though from the last one. The last crowd was
My crew's not even back here yet.
they were eating.
Yeah, I know.
They tried to run out to eat. So you got the one image, right?
Yeah.
As appropriate turn here today for the Front Division State Championship.
We have new umpires?
They are green.
Anybody we know?
No. I haven't heard any of them. Schultz, Bayer, and Bill Piano.
You mean we don't have Stokes?
Mr. Stokes.
Short.
You have to resurrect him. He's definitely not.
Want to read off the Greenwich lineup to me?
AJ Barber of Seville. Jake Monshine. Chein. Barber playing shortstop wearing number 15.
His last day is
How's he spell it? M?
Mondschein.
Who's the new commander?
So did you enjoy
Who's the third guy?
portion of the
I know.
ball game?
Danny, who was the third guy?
Louder.
Louder.
Lauter.
I know, that was awful, wasn't it?
Oh, nice.
Playing third
99.
base. Number 7. Number 99. How do you know? Oh, you're looking at it.
I just can't read it too well.
Harrison Feinberg.
Okay.
Impressive.
Miles Langhorn.
Pitch.
Yep. Number 35.
Langhorn. 23 catch. Adrian.
Adrian Arnaboldi. Or Boldy. Arnaboldi. I'll call him Arnaboldi.
One, left field. Jack Zola.
Jack Solo, left field.
Your attention, please. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Have him turn that
Welcome
mic on
to
down
Bill
here.
Pomfret Stadium at Palmer Field and the Connecticut American Legion Prep Division State Championship game.
Want to have him turn that microphone on, or side mic?
First, let's meet the head coach of the Greenwich Cannons, Tim Hunter. Assistant coach Scott Georgie.
First base number 5.
Here are the non-starters. Number 25, Michael
Augie
D'Arcangelo. Number 4, Carson Bilshu. Number 3, Paige Lasley. Number 37, Zach Alsa. And number 21, Jackson Feinberg. And the starting lineup, batting first, shortstop, number 15, A.J. Barber. Batting second, center fielder, number 45, Jake Monshine. Batting third baseman, number 7, Danny Robert. Batting fourth, right fielder, number 99, Harrison Feinberg. Batting fifth, pitcher number 35, Miles Langmore. Batting sixth, catcher number 23, Adrian Anaboldi. Batting seventh, left fielder number 1, Jack Zola. Batting eighth, first baseman number 5, John McGrath. And batting ninth, second baseman number 8, Augie Bancroft. Now let's meet the head coach from Tolland, Steve Posh. Assistant coach Tim Griffin. Assistant coach P.J. Clark. And assistant coach Nick Posh. Here are the non-starters. Number 6, Trent Collegy. Number 9, Mason Jolly. Number 10, Noah Linton. And number 15, Scott Vogler. And the starting lineup, batting first, left fielder, number 11, Quinn Rogers. Batting second baseman, number 17, Ethan Bonady. Batting third, pitcher number 7, Brandon State. Batting fourth, catcher number 8, Aiden Clark. Batting fifth, first baseman number 21, Josh Pavalonia. Batting sixth, shortstop number 2, John Griffin. Batting seventh, center fielder number 3, Kellen Sargent. Batting eighth, right fielder number 4, Dom Aldrich. And batting ninth, third baseman number 16, Cole Murdoch. Here are the umpires for this afternoon's game. At third base is Mr. Tom Schultz. At first base is Mr. Matt Barr. And behind the plate is Mr. Dan Del Piano. Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the area in front of the mound, presenting Department of Connecticut American Legion Commander Lou Robinson, who will present the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship.
Repeat after me. I will. There you go. Keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride in victory. sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise? Presenting Miss Val Rogers of Willington and the anthem of the United States of America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly gleaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Live rendition of the national anthem. Didn't realize they were going to do that. They should have had her on the field, but she did a terrific job. Did not catch her name. I don't know if you did there, Steve Riley, but she did a terrific job. You're fired. She's in. All right, welcome right back here to beautiful Palmer Field in Middletown, Connecticut, as we continue. Marianne, how are you? Rosinski's going to join us in a little bit. Awesome. Third inning? How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Wonderful. Good to see you. All right. Oh, thanks. All right. Steve Riley alongside Marianne will be on by to chat, the former commander of American Legion here in Connecticut, and certainly served our country proudly, too, in her day, and I love it when she stops by. She's a wealth of baseball knowledge, too, there, Steve Riley.
Yes, he certainly is, Don. Don, we have a whale of a game here this afternoon between Greenwich's 18-5 Prep Cannons and Tolland at 21-4. Greenwich was the 3 seed in the Southern Division. They beat Wallingford 6-2, Wolcott 2-1 at Wolcott, then Fairfield 3-2 at Fairfield on Thursday. Tolland, the 2 seed in the North Division, won that division by beating Windsor-Loch 7-0, Ellington 3-1, and the 1 seed Newington on the road at Newington 4-0 on Thursday. So both these teams got their aces going on the mound today. It should be a whale of a game.
Yeah, looking forward to it. The 17 and under game we had just a few minutes ago was so wild and crazy, I can't remember what happened. That is the damn truth about that. It was 10-10 at one point. I think the final score was 13-10. As it was just crazy. It looked like Ellington was going to cruise to a win. They gave up 4 runs on the bottom of the 7th. Had to go to the 8th. They scored 5 in the top of the 8th. And then they give up 5 in the bottom of the 8th. They finally scored 3 in the top of the 9th and hold on for the victory in a wild game. The replay of that one is already up online. But we're focusing in on the prep division players. These are the guys, the up-and-coming guys. And, you know, they started the 15 and under group to prep these players to the big diamond. They've, changed some of the rules here and there with the way they approach some of the things, which is all good for the players to keep them interested and alike. And now they have their championship game, and I understand they're now building on a 13 and up program in American Legion ball. So Tolland,
Tolland will be the home team today. They'll be in the third base dugout. They got the shade as the sun's coming down from left field. And that means Greenwich over there on the first base side. And it's going to be the battle of the Reds today, right? I mean, Tolland, their red shirts and white pants, and Greenwich in their white shirts with red sleeves. And and red on both hats as well. So leading it off for Greenwich today, Don, will be A.J. Barber, the shortstop. Jake Monshine, the center fielder, will bat second. Danny Lauder will play third base and bat third. Harrison Feinberg is the right fielder. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Miles Langhorn will pitch and bat fifth. Adrian Arnabaldi, the catcher, will bat sixth. Jack Zola, the left fielder, will bat seventh. John McGrath plays first base, will bat eighth. And batting ninth is Augie Bancroft, who will play second base.
So Brandon Stake going through his warm-ups out in the mound, and he's ready to work now for Tolland. Aiden Clark behind the plate. He'll catch the balls and strikes today, and what a beautiful late afternoon. This game was scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, but due to the length of the 17 and under championship game, this one's starting here at about the 5:08 on the timepiece out in left center field. The big scoreboard here at Palmer Field in Middletown, as Barber will step on in.
As you said, Don, Brandon Stake out on the mound, the pitcher for Tolland's under 15 team. His favorite food, though, mac and cheese.
There you go.
So he's one of those mac and cheese type of guys.
Papalonia playing first base today for Tolland, as that first pitch is in there for the strike. Ethan Juananides is your second baseman. John Griffin at shortstop. Cole Murdoch will get the call at third. Quinn Rogers, the left fielder, that pitch outside. You got Kellen Sargent in center field, and Dom Aldrich, the right fielder, defensively for Tolland. Well, happy birthday to your dad. I know that you were at the birthday party earlier. A little ground ball.
Yep, nice.
Nice on the first. Nice time.
Got him some little Longhorn Steakhouse.
Nice. Could have held that little celebration until after the second game, and maybe I could have stopped by for that. But
big ballpark here today, although the outfielders are not playing as deep as you see in the 17 and unders and 19 and unders, obviously. But it is a huge ballpark.
Pitch is going to be popped up. Monshine, the batter. Third baseman will call. Look out, shortstop there, too. And it is Murdoch who will take charge, the third baseman. Who do you like to see catch that pop up in that situation?
Well, the shortstop usually is your best athlete. Normally, if the shortstop can take it, he'll take it. He has the priority over the third baseman if he wants it.
Danny Lauder, the third baseman, now stepping on in. Nobody on base here on the top of inning number one.
Yep, Danny basically their top hitter on this Greenwich team, according to their coaching staff.
Pitch down low. Congratulations to Stamford. They won the 19 and under, the senior championship. Pulsating 2-game sweep of West Hartford. Ellington victorious a little earlier today, beating a very resilient Stratford team, you'd have to say.
Oh, yeah. Coming back from 2 different deficits. In late innings to throw that one into, what did it go, 9 innings?
9 innings. A speed pitch, swing and a miss. Stake looking kind of crafty in the early going here, the right-hander for Tolland. It's great to see some new teams into this, tournament championship games. Pitch a little high. Ellington started the season at 1-5, I understand, and they came all the way back to win the 17 and under championship.
Yeah, this Greenwich team as well, Don, had to overcome a lot of injuries. I was talking to their coaching staff before the game. Got a chance to sit down with them.
Pitch down low.
Said that everybody else just picked up the slack.
Feinberg in the on-deck circle for Greenwich.
One of the coaches, assistant coaches for Greenwich today, also assists on the 19-year under. Scott Georgie, you may remember him.
Pitch up high, that's ball 4. So you got a 2-out base runner now for Greenwich.
The Prep Cannons are coached by Tim Hunter, and Tim played his collegiate ball down at Cortland State and Oneonta State from 1998 to 2002. He played baseball at Catholic Central High School in Troy, New York. He's the head coach of varsity baseball at Adley Stevenson High in the Bronx. And he also is a physical education teacher in the Bronx since 2005. So they've got a good one coaching the Prep Cannons today.
There's the pitch inside. The runner goes. The throw is going to float high, and that's a stolen base for Lauder. So Feinberg's got a runner in scoring position. Clark's throw kind of got away from there a little bit. You talk about the coach for Greenwich there, and he coaches in the PSAL. They play their championship games of that league at Yankee Stadium.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Haven't seen them there in the last 4 years I've been there. I'll have to talk to him about that. Well, the throw is going to go into center field behind the diving runner. Sargent able to go get to it. And
Yeah, assistant
no
coach
advance.
Scott Georgie for Greenwich. He's now the current varsity baseball coach at Roosevelt High School in the Bronx. And he's
So they're
been the
part
head-
of it too, yeah.
He's been the head coach for Stanford Junior Legion for 8 years. He's currently head coach for Bobby Valentine Sports Academy and their Connecticut Fury program.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by big number 99, Harris Feinberg. I've seen a 57, which is kind of an odd baseball number, and now 99.
99.
Maybe he loves Wayne Gretzky.
No, maybe he likes the food.
Yeah, I love the 99 food. We'll be going there when we head to Worcester, that's for sure. A little eatery of right down the road that I like there, the 99. Feinberg swing and a miss.
All
Of course,
these
the seniors.
players
Yeah.
for Greenwich are going into high school next year at Greenwich
Yeah.
High.
We'll have coverage of the senior regional beginning on Wednesday. There's a base hit in the left field by Feinberg. Lauder's going to score. That's a clutch 2-out base hit and a 1-0 lead for Greenwich here in the top of inning number 1. Feinberg hit it right down the line.
A nice piece of hitting there. You get that fastball and just pulled it right down that left field line. And see if they score down a double or they just give him the single in the RBI.
Take another look at that. Good hit down the left field line. It was a long run for Rogers to field it. Yeah, I'd probably give him the double. So the runner scored on the play. Langhorn now will step up to the plate, the pitcher.
Well, this Greenwich team now coming in with a winning streak down of 7 in a row, counting to 3 in the tournament game. Tolland came in at second place in Zone 8. There's 4 zones in the prep division, Don. It's 8, Zone 8, Zone 4, and then A and B. They have a host of teams in the A and B section. Tolland comes in second place in Zone 8.
Pitch up over the head of Langhorn. Langhorn can help his own cause here with a 2-out base hit, perhaps scoring Feinberg.
Tolland came into this tourney losing 2 in a row and then won 3 in a row in the tournament. This single elimination tournament. So a little bit different format than you see in the 19-year-olds.
You got to get hot and win.
Yep. I like those stretch socks on this the pitcher and
Yeah.
batter now for Greenwich. It's like an American flag, right? Navy blue in one sock and
Absolutely.
red, white stripes and stars on the other one. It's kind of odd.
Another pitch sails way high. Stake looking very fluid with the first 2 batters, and he walks a guy, gives up the double, which brought home a run. Now he's struggling to get that pitch under control to count 2 balls and 2 strikes here. And a Baldy in the on-deck circle for Greenwich. Ball hit high in the air, shallow right. Second baseman out, right fielder on. Aldrich will make the catch, and that'll do it. So he had 1 hit, 1 run. There was a walk and 1 left. We'll be back with the bottom of the first. Greenwich strikes first. They lead it 1-0.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Great restaurants start with the freshest, best ingredients to create delicious entrees. So when it comes to sausage, why not choose the freshest and leanest? That's Longini. Having linguine? Add some Longini. You and your family will love Longini sausage because it makes every dish special.
I'm Rich Longini. You don't have to compromise great taste for a healthy choice. Look for Longini sausage in your grocer's fresh meat section.
All right, welcome back as we continue with our coverage of American Legion baseball here on a Sunday afternoon. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And Steve Riley alongside, Corey Luba pushing all the right buttons for us, Danny Alvarado on the graphics board. We have Tom Siasia and, of course, Patrick Richardson. And little Kirk, Brandon Kirk, helping out on the camera today for his dad. I guess he owes him some money.
Little Kirk.
Yeah, little Kirk.
They call him the captain?
They call him BK. BK.
Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk. They should call him Captain Kirk. Good little pitcher. Pitched for Hamden American Legion. Pitched for Notre Dame West Haven High School and really did a nice job.
Well, leading it off today, Don, for Tolland will be Quinn Rogers, the left fielder, Ethan Bonadies, the second baseman will bat second, Brandon Stake, the pitcher bat third, Aiden Clark, the catcher bat fourth, Josh Papalonia, the first baseman, fifth, John Griffin, the shortstop, sixth, Kellen Sargent, center fielder, seventh, eighth, Dom Aldrich, the right fielder, and batting ninth is Cole Murdoch, the third baseman.
Langhorn out in the mound. Michael gets the first pitch in there for a strike. You got a enthusiastic crowd down below. They were handing out homemade cookies prior to the start of the game. They smuggled them in.
Well, they must have smuggled them
Tell
in, right?
anybody.
They don't usually allow
That's right.
kind of
You got to smuggle them in.
coolers or anything in there.
Absolutely.
Quinn Rogers is going to be a sophomore next year at the Tolland.
He's a left fielder. Righty's pitch. Strike three call. That's a pretty pitch. Quinn Rogers back to the dugout. Called out on strikes. You have one down. McGrath, the first baseman. Bancroft at second. Barber at shortstop. Lauder at third. Zola is the left fielder. Monshine is the center fielder. And Feinberg in right field defensively. Bonadis now stepping on up to the plate. Ethan, the second baseman for this Tolland team.
Yeah, Bonadis' favorite athlete is Bo Jackson, and he likes math, and his favorite fruit is pretzels and hot dogs.
Nice.
The baseball type kid then, right?
Absolutely.
That's what we usually eat at a ballpark. I just had a pretzel here before.
Hope he has a good cardiologist, too, with that diet. Langhorn, the right-hander. And the pitch is going to be fouled off down the right field line by Bonadis. We'll have coverage of the Northeast Regional Senior Tournament, which begins on Wednesday. Connecticut teams playing day and night. Steve and I will get that coordinated.
And catcher back there for Greenwich, Adrian Arnabaldi, has caught every inning of every game this year.
Yeah, Baldy's a tough customer. He just caught another strikeout pitch. Bonadis is down, and that's 2 outs. Langhorn off to a very efficient start. And here comes the pitcher for Tolland to the plate, Brandon Stake.
Pitcher number 7, Brandon Stake.
Got a steak waiting at home for me tonight. Looking forward to that.
You mean the kind that they on vampires, or you mean the kind you eat?
No, the kind you eat. Yeah, I know it's not spelled the same, but a steak's a steak.
Yes.
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 Steak is a steak. Outfield straightaway. 400 feet to straightaway center field. That ball flared high in the air. Right fielder coming on. Feinberg will make the catch. Made it a little more dramatic, I think, than it had to be, but he was able to get it.
Got it done.
And he did get it done. That's a 1-2-3 inning. We're back with the top of 2, and Greenwich has a 1-0 lead.
Ivy League Landscape.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
It's nice to know that we are more than just a name. We're the only orthopedic group in the state that has a walk-in clinic open 7 days a week. We also own 2 MRI centers, in-house physical therapy, and a state-of-the-art surgical center. These services combined give you a coordinated, personalized treatment plan from the minute you walk through our doors. We are Connecticut orthopedic specialists, and we know the experience matters.
Termino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors.
It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite and boost your energy level. It's Termino Protein Water. Visit them online at drinktermino.com. All right, welcome right back. Good look at the scoreboard out there. Sal Romano Memorial Palmer Field Stadium. Bill Pomfret's name proudly on the front of this stadium. He gave so much. He's a Connecticut American Legion Hall of Famer. Look him up sometime. Storied history. Led Middletown to some very interesting championships and the like back in the heyday. Had a chance to meet him. He was in his 90s, I think, at the time. His wife's still kicking. She's here. I know she was here last year. Hopefully, we wish her the best of health. All right, we move on here, and this is Greenwich coming back to the plate. Anabaldi leading it off, the catcher. Zola, then McGrath to follow against Brandon Stake.
According to the coaching staff, Don, of Greenwich, Arnabaldi is the most valuable player on this team.
Might expect that from your catcher. Usually you'd like to see a true leader back there.
He said he's their true MVP.
That means he didn't win the award, but they had to find some.
Maybe.
Here's the pitch to the plate, in for the strike. I'm not into that political stuff, you know, where all the voting goes on and who's most valuable. Especially when it's a team game. You need a leader. You need your leaders.
Yeah. Well, this Greenwich team, Don, tries to get a lead, and then they put the ball in the hands of their closer, who is Jake Monshine. And Monshine's a good one. In the semifinal, in the last inning, they brought him in and struck out 4 guys in a row.
Pretty pitch right there from Stake, striking out Anabaldi. Brings up Jack Zola, the left fielder for Greenwich. Here on the top of inning number 2. I'm going to say scheduled for 7.
Yeah, because the last game went 9. Well, all the games at the 19 under Northeast Regional Tournament, which we will be broadcasting from next week, or actually this week, middle of this week, will be 9 innings for the 19 and unders. The 17 and unders play only 7 innings, as I recall.
That's right. They're playing in Bangor, Maine.
Wow. That's a haul.
2 Connecticut teams going, the 2 that we watched earlier today. Stakes pitch to the plate, and that's a strike call over the outside corner, and the count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Cuts the dish that time, did Mr. Stake. His favorite athlete is Tom Brady.
Pitch poked up in the air, coming on the center fielder. Nice play by Kellen Sargent to go get it. That's the defensive player of the ball game thus far. And you have 2 down.
Not playing that deep at all. That ball landed down about, 10 feet past the infield crushed gravel.
Take another look at that.
Number 5, John McGrath.
Just kind of poked it up there. Good jump there by Sargent. And he came straight on towards the infield. Now back to the live action and John McGrath.
As the saying goes, he was robbed.
Yes, indeed.
They picked his pocket. Should have been a hit. And, great speed of that center fielder took it away.
He loved great center field play. Sargent again, adding to the highlight reel with a nice catch as he circles underneath in an easy 1-2-3 inning for Stake. All right, we'll be back with the bottom of inning number 1. Greenwich, they poke through first. They have the 1-0 lead. Onto the bottom of inning number 2, we travel.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so
Welcome
many...
right back as we continue with our coverage of American Legion baseball for yet another year. Absolutely amazing. I don't know, how many years has it been, Steve? Have you kept
That we've
count?
done American Legion baseball. Well, I've done. I believe this will be my 9th year. So.
Wow. Aiden Clark to lead it off here for Tolland. They trail on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the second inning.
He's the key line pie, man. He likes that one.
He'll be moving south, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the only place you get it good.
His favorite school subject is gym.
Gym teacher in Florida.
Yeah, and his
Perfect.
favorite athlete is Bartolo Colon. If you can call Bartolo an athlete, right? He's the stellar pitcher now. Did Mets getting him back? He pitches for Atlanta now, doesn't he?
Here comes the 2-1. You got me on that one. My Mets
Yeah.
fan is running the camera for us.
Ah.
One of the cameras. Can ask him. Babylonia on deck, then Griffin to follow for Tolland here in the bottom of 2. Swing and a miss. Langhorne looks like he's got some pretty good stuff here. Might be kind of disturbing watching him pitch in those different socks, as
That's
you
what I
mentioned.
mean, yeah.
You got him. He strikes him out. That's his 3rd strikeout. Babylonia now stepping up to the plate, the first baseman for Tolland.
You wonder sometimes if they would allow that. Usually you have to have a consistent uniform, right?
Yeah, you should have
Nobody
a
else
consistent
is wearing
uniform.
those
Right,
socks.
yes. It looks unusual. I'm not knocking style or the individuality of style, of course.
But who would want to deprive somebody of wearing socks that look like the American flag? Right?
That's right.
Yeah. In American Legion.
That's right. Langhorne's pitch down low.
It's a tall young man up there, Mr. Pavlonia.
Here's the pitch to the plate. That's a tad low.
He's a young man after you, Don. He likes New England clam chowder. His favorite subject is math. We know you weren't.
I was not a math guy.
Not a math guy, but even Longoria is his favorite athlete.
When I heard the word algebra, I thought I was going on a trip somewhere. Count 3 balls and 1 strike. Babylonia. There's ball 4. So he becomes the first base runner for Tolland today and brings up John Griffin.
Batting 6th, shortstop. Number 2, John Griffin.
Today has been so delightful, perhaps one of the nicest days of the year.
And his favorite athlete is Mookie Betts. Who does he play for? Don't know.
The Red Sox there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a good one. Sometimes you watch these guys down the field and you forget they're just moving into their sophomore year. It's crazy. Pitching there for the strike. Freshman year?
Yeah.
Well,
they're going into
10th
just
grade.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a couple of guys here and there, but
yeah.
I know. Yeah, sophomore year on Tolland, on Greenwich, they're all going to be freshmen.
Yeah, that pitch fouled back.
Greenwich are a little bit, I guess, older, if you want to call it that. They have higher grades. I mean, the Tolland young men.
Pitch to Griffin, way outside. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kellen Sargent in the on-deck circle. Here on the bottom of the second.
Nice crowd here today at Bill Pomfret Stadium at Palmer Field.
Swing and a miss, and yet another strikeout. That's number 4 for Langhorne.
Batting 7th,
Here comes Sargent to the
fielder,
plate.
Number 3, Kellen Sargent.
Babylonia has been anchored to the bag at first. He's leaning back towards the bag. He's not going anywhere. That pitch fouled straight back.
Yeah, even though Langhorne does have a high kick, and usually a high kick pitcher is a little bit easier to steal on.
Outfield playing just about straight away. Feinberg, right fielder Zola. In left field, on Shine and center. Langhorne takes his time on the hill and the pitch. Worked it inside for the strike call. If he gets that strike call all game, it's going to be a real good outing for him. I'm jealous. I can't get my iPad to work. There goes a runner. Pitch was up and in. The throw on down, not in time, and it will ricochet off the shortstop Barber. And it's going to be retrieved by the center fielder.
And you saw the time Tolland taking advantage of that high kick. They would steal a base.
Babylonia did find the spot to go. He was posturing as though he wasn't going to, so maybe a little cat and mouse there. Pitch to Sargent, and he's going to pop it up, foul it off. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 out.
And that one stayed in the ballpark. Kellen Sargent likes Dustin Pedroia as his favorite player.
Center fielder coming on, and he makes the catch, Monshine, and that's going to do it. So Sargent retired on a shallow fly ball to the center fielder, and that'll do it. So the walk doesn't hurt. We're back with the top of the third. It is 1-0 Greenwich over Tolland.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
All right, welcome right back as Bancroft is going to step in. Augie, the second baseman, number 9 here in the lineup for this Greenwich team. They scored a run in the first. State got him 1-2-3 in the second, including a strikeout, his first of the ball game. Pitch in for the strike.
Both these teams very statistically close, Don, as during the season, Greenwich scored 135 runs, gave up 71. Tolland scored 140 runs, gave up 70.
Ground ball knocked down by the third baseman, gets up and doesn't have a throw, but Murdoch did a terrific job going after that, didn't he?
Certainly did. He just laid out, trying to knock it down and just couldn't get a handle on it.
Shortstop number 15.
Bancroft on with a leadoff
A.J.
single.
Barber.
A.J. Barber, the plate grounded out his first time. Outfield continues to play straight away. Aldrich, Sargent, Rogers from right to left. They're going to bunt it out in front of home. Stake will field it. Hurries a throw on the first, and they got him. Nice stretch by Babylonia over there. He stayed anchored to the bag, so they put the runner in scoring position, a little small ball. And you have one.
They barely got him as that play was close.
1-3 if you score it.
Umpires for today's games, Dan Del Piano is at home plate. Tommy Schultz at third, and that making that emphatic call at first base is Matt Barr, I believe they say his name.
Monshine to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Greenwich looking for a 2-run lead in the top of the third. Stake from the stretch. Pitch a little high. You got Lauder in the on-deck circle. The throw down of the bag, runner got back. Very energetic crew of umpires out in the bases today.
Oh, they're making sure they're in the right spot to make
Yep.
the calls.
Pitch floats in for the strike, and the count goes 2 balls, 1 strike. Not much wind, 400 feet to straightaway center field here. 327 down the line and left, about 322 or so down the line and right. Give up 4-2, 380 to the alleys, left and right. That ball turned on and hit high in the air down the left field line, but foul.
And out in left center, American flag draping straight down.
Yep.
As is the Connecticut flag.
Today is a beautiful day for relaxation. Pitch to Monshine, and he's going to dribble that off the end of the bat in the foul territory. Lauder in the on-deck circle.
Well, there is no New England Regional 15 and under tournament, right? They haven't been able to establish one yet. Hopefully they will soon, and I'm sure they're working on it.
Pitch in on the hands.
There is a Northeast Regional, as you said before, down at Bangor, Maine for the 17 and under. 19 and unders to be playing Northeast Regionals at Worcester, Holy Cross College's field, Worcester, Mass.
Here's a ground ball. It's going to find its way through the hole. They're going to stop the runner at the bag at third. So Monshine comes up with a base hit. Bancroft, they put the brakes on him at third. That ball charged very quickly by Quinn Rogers. Did a nice job getting to it. And it brings up Danny Lauder. Lauder walked and scored back in the first. So they got him on the corners now with a 1 out. And this Greenwich team, they hit it hard when they hit it.
They do. And that pitch, Don, just broke down right over the center of the plate. And you noticed at that time, Jake Monshine just ripped it to left. So it hung just a little bit for Monshine.
Feinberg in the on-deck circle with 1 out. From the stretch, it's Stake. He'll throw to the bag at first. It's going to get away, and an easy run is going to score. Why play with fire, I always ask. Right fielder will retrieve it, Aldridge. And that's going to be an error on the pitcher, and it opens up a 2-run lead now for Greenwich.
Yeah, that's what happens when you throw the ball on the other side of the base runner down, and your first baseman just can't get around to get it.
So Lauder up with the runner at second base.
Get to see now how that affects Brandon Stake.
That's right. Umpire checking with the base runner at second to make sure that Monshine is okay. Might have got tangled up with the first baseman there after that scramble. And there's a ball that's looped right to the shortstop. They try to double him up at second, but they couldn't get there as Monshine got on back. So I thought it was going to get over his head when it left the bat, but it just died.
I think
out
so did Bonadides, because normally he would have been tearing to cover the bag.
So now you have 2 down, and Harris Feinberg to the plate. Doubled in a run back in the first. Really turned on a Stake offering and hit it down the left field line. I wouldn't turn on a Stake offering. I'd stop and eat it.
Poor guy must take a lot of razzing for that, right? I had a pitcher.
I'm just hungry. That's why I'm
I had a
thinking of
pitcher's
steak.
last name began with the word Walker. So every time he pitched, whenever he walked anybody, it
wasn't good.
Wasn't good. Yeah.
Here's another ground ball, hit foul this time on the left field line. Really turned on it, did Feinberg.
Greenwich hitting the ball hard. So
They are.
from the very beginning, they've put the sweet spot of that wooden bat right on it.
They were in the batting cage prior to the start of the game. They were here for a while. They expected to start at 4 o'clock tonight. The game didn't start till 5 due to the length of the 17 and under championship game. The junior championship game went a long time. Throw to the bag, runner on back again.
Well, I talked a little about the coaches from Greenwich, from Tolland. Steve Posh, got a chance to talk to him before the game. Nice guy. He's manager of the team. P.J. Clark is the coach, along with Tim Griffin and Nick Potch, coach manager Potch's son.
Ball
He's
4,
another
Feinberg
assistant.
draws the walk there, Steve. So now he runs the first and second. Langhorn to the plate. He can help his own cause. 0 for 1 with a fly ball out. There's going to be a quick conversation on the mound. One thing Tolland does not want to have this game get too far away from him.
Yeah, as I said, Greenwich has a really good closer who actually came in the semifinals in the last inning, down, and struck out 4 batters. Not 3, actually 4. There was a pass ball, so he had to strike out the next guy. So they got a good player to come in relief if they need him, and they have a bunch of other relievers as well. So certainly Tolland does not want to give a big lead up.
Well, the conversation is over.
Pitcher number 35.
Langhorn.
Miles Langhorn.
Step in. Marianne Rosinski will join us. Next half inning, looking forward to that. She doesn't miss a baseball game. When she can get here, she gets here. Great to see.
She does. I saw her in Bristol. We
Yeah.
talked in Bristol during the 19 and under tournament.
That pitch could be trouble. Hit out in the right field in front of Aldrich. They're going to send the runner. Throw is cut off. They go to third. They got him there. So they get the out at the bag at third, but a run will cross. Monshine scores. Feinberg out trying to go to third base. As that went, 9-4 to 5. And for Langhorn, that's an RBI base
It's an
hit.
RBI. The run does count.
As the inning comes to a close. So it is 3-0. Take a look at that. Good bit of hitting out the right.
That pitch could be trouble. Hit out
Took
in the
it on the
right
bounce.
field in front of Aldrich. They're going to send the
short
runner.
throw, and
Throw was cut
good play
off.
by the
They go
second
to
baseman.
third. They got
Needs
him
to get around
there.
the bag at third. Murdoch with the tag on the runner. All right, back with the bottom of inning number 3 in just a moment. You can sit here because she can just put the headset on. All right.
As Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 40 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 10th President's Award.
This last game was good. But
It was a good game. All right, welcome back. Marianne Rosinski is joining us, and the former commander of American Legion, and did a terrific job at the helm and has served our country proudly. Now a field rep for Connecticut American Legion, and we'll get into what that is all about. First, let's just kind of eavesdrop into the bottom of the third inning, and Tolland trailing by the score of 3-0. Aldrich, Murdoch, and Rogers are scheduled hitters. And Marianne, we're talking about you don't miss many baseball games. You get out to as many as you can, and you just enjoy watching these youngsters play.
I do. Last game was really good. This game looks like it's going to be a good one, too.
Yeah, highly competitive. Aldrich, a right fielder, up for the first time. Field rep, what does that mean?
I work for Chuck, Charles Berry. He is the administrator of the Soldier, Sailors, and Marine Fund. I am his field representative for Harford County and Waterbury County. So we assist veterans in
Batting
need.
ninth, third baseman, number 16, Cole Murdoch.
So that comes with a lot of responsibility, I would imagine.
Yeah, you have to be
You
a
know.
wartime veteran. We do a lot for you if you're a wartime veteran and you're in need. I average about, between 15 and 20 clients a week
Do you
between
really?
the two
Wow.
offices. So
Wow.
that's sad, isn't it?
Murdoch hit it down to Barber, and it's off Barber into left field. Let's see if they rule that an error. I would imagine they would. Yeah, absolutely. E6. So the runner on at first with one down. Aldrich, by the way, was a fifth strikeout victim for Langhorne here, so he's pitching a whale of a game. You know, do the veterans in need, do they realize that the American Legion is out there to help? Or
No.
Yeah, they don't take advantage of it, do they?
They don't know we're there. We're the best known secret in Connecticut, and we are the only state that offers this.
Because you see a lot of the homeless, homeless guys with, women with the, and it breaks your heart, homeless, need a job, homeless, vet. And there is that help out there for them.
There is. There is assistance to help them with their basic needs. And then when they come to me, I can give them a lot of resources that I found out for the last 3 years that I've worked for them that they're out there.
Quinn Rogers, how can they be better educated? They need to be educated while they're serving, or is it to happen after the fact?
After the fact, I'm feeling. And you know what? The VA knows about us. I got Newington pretty well, knowing where to send their vets. I wish West Haven would. But I worked pretty good with the social workers, which I didn't even know existed in Newington until recently. So they know, they actually bring their clients over to me.
They do.
They do.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really, it's almost like a epidemic proportions now when you think about it. With just sad, runners going to go.
It is. It's very sad when you're thinking that we serve our country and that we need assistance later on and after we serve.
Absolutely.
But there again, some of them that are serving now are on food stamps, which is embarrassing.
Yeah, it really is. Quinn Rogers at the plate with one down runner in scoring position, and that's fouled straight back. So this is like totally different from really a field of work in the past, right? They're moving into this new realm of helping others in such a way.
And you know what? I love my job. I love going in every day. I really do. I've blossomed. I feel so much better. I feel like I'm giving back.
Rogers draws a walk. Langhorne out in the mound. That's the second walk he has issued in the ball game. And Bonadis will step up to the plate. He struck out his first time. So you always come and make it exciting when you come into the booth here and join us each and every year.
I get there, don't I? I'm like, no, go.
Yeah.
I do.
And we get some action, too.
We do.
Tolland right now is threatening, trailing on the scoreboard 3-0, and that's fouled off by Bonadis. He got staked in the on-deck circle.
I've seen a lot of foul balls this past week. A lot of foul balls.
These guys are making pretty good contact.
They are. That's what I like to hear.
Yep. Crack of the wooden bat.
The crack of the wooden bat.
That's a foul ball. McGrath went after that.
But we have not seen any bats break this time.
That's
I
right.
have yet to see a bat break.
They're expensive today, too.
They are. They are. I've seen some really good games.
You were in Bristol for most of the Super Regional.
Yes, I was, and it was interesting. Plays I didn't think were capable. Positions that these kids get into to catch these balls were
That's amazing.
phenomenal. I think every year these kids are getting better. This poor kid can't
They
get
are.
a straight liner no matter what.
Cat goes with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tolland's racing their relief pitcher back towards the dugout. It must be one of the guys ready to swing away. Pitch outside. Count goes 2-2 in the bottom of the third. 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 error for Greenwich. 0-0-2. The not so magical numbers up there for Tolland, but they're trying to change that now. And again, it's popped up over the rooftop.
This poor kid.
He's working at it.
He is.
Langhorne's got that strikeout pitch, too. He has 5 of those already. And there's a ground ball. It's going to be hit down to the shortstop. Barber will field it. He out the bag at second. That's all they're going to get. Yeah.
Poor guy. Good try.
So the fielder's choice, and one of these will reach. What was that? 6-4 on the putout. Shortstop to second. 2 down. Brings up the pitcher for Tolland. Brandon Stake.
Brandon Stake.
You know, Marianne, as you take a look at trying to influence and help all these folks out, how can American Legion Connecticut do a better job and start to promote and then market some of the services you have out there for our veterans?
You know, we're really, Soldier Sailors doesn't promote. Unfortunately, we're state line item on the budget, so we're not allowed to promote. But post-service officers can always refer us.
Okay.
Which is really, getting out to our post-service officers, which work closely with our own service officers, K. Robert Lewis and our new girl, Carla. Oh.
Yeah, Stake with the fly ball out the right, and that will end the bottom of the third. We got the top of the fourth upcoming. Going to stay through another half inning, Marianne? Love to have you with us. All right, we'll take another break. We'll be right back with the top of the fourth.
There's parents.
It's nice to know that we are more than just a name. We're the only orthopedic group in the state that has a walk-in clinic open 7 days a week. We also own 2 MRI centers, in-house physical therapy, and a state-of-the-art surgical center. These services combined give you a coordinated, personalized treatment plan from the minute you walk through our doors. We are Connecticut orthopedic specialists, and we know the experience matters.
Trimino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors. It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite and boost your energy level. It's Trimino Protein Water. Visit them online at drinktrimino.com.
What sets us apart as an agency is our customer service. We are truly focused. Our customers are number one. Everybody who works in this agency has a nice way about them, so they make it pretty easy for people to come on board. We have very competitive products. Besides the auto and the homeowners, we do commercial insurance. We pride ourselves on making sure that our customers' families are protected through life insurance.
All right, welcome right back as we continue on with our coverage of American Legion baseball. Looks like one of our cameras went a little dark there for some reason.
That
camera
one there?
2. No, that one went up on our screen
yeah.
here. They'll have to fix that. Okay, they got it back now, which is good news. So we move on here to the top of the fourth inning. Greenwich with a 3-0 lead, 1 in the first and 2 in the third. Marianne Rosinski is alongside the former commander of Connecticut American Legion, did a terrific job at the helm, and still working with American Legion as a field rep and introducing the vital programs to our veterans out there and that are in need. And Abaldi is leading it off here in the top of the fourth inning. You know, we haven't talked about some of the other things that American Legion is all about. We think baseball, and it might be, might upstage a few of the other services out there. You could totally disagree with that, couldn't you?
No, we have quite a few youth programs that I work closely with. I just don't come to the baseball games and root on my teams, but I also chair the oratorical contest
Fielder number 1, Jack
for
Zola.
high school students, from freshmen right up to seniors, and they have to do 2 oratoricals, one on 10 minutes on anything on the Constitution. The second one is a 4 to 8 minute speech on a topic that they get told 5 minutes before they present it.
Really? Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
It is, and I chair that. And then I also spend a week at our Boy State program, where we bring in the juniors, and they come in on, the first day, and they start running for local offices right away. And at the end of the week, they have voted in a governor, a senator, and right on down the line, they write bills. It's a phenomenal program.
It really is, and they take it seriously too. I mean, if you're gonna compete, you're gonna take it seriously, and they have to put together a campaign for Boy State and all to
Yes,
get it going.
they do. And it's funny is when they're coming in and they're checking in, because I do registration. They come in, and who's carrying the luggage and the pillows and the clothes? Is Mom. And they'll come up, and Dad will stand next to the son, and I'll ask the name, and the father will give the name, and I said, and he can't speak. He's not going to make it here at Boy State. And by the time they leave, that boy is the most boisterous thing you've ever seen.
So they certainly grow within that short
They
period of
do.
time. Zola to the bag at first.
Oh.
One down. Brings up John McGrath. McGrath with a fly ball out his first time. So they got a one-out base runner, does Greenwich. Greenwich already leads on the scoreboard there, Marianne, by the score of 3-0.
Yeah.
First
Come
baseman
on.
number 5, John McGrath.
McGrath to the plate. Do you have a favorite American Legion team, or are they all your favorites? I mean, you can be biased if you like.
No, I don't. I watch them all. I don't root for any particular team. I just am fascinated. When I was in Bristol, we had 3 first district teams. We had West Hartford, Avon, and South Windsor. Of course, South Windsor was Craig's team, so I'm partial to Craig's team at that one. West Hartford is my boss's team. And Avon, I was all partial, all 3, so I loved every game. My particular post does not have a team, but they are approached by our town, who does Legion baseball, that they want to take our number back.
Oh, that'd be terrific. What number is that?
56, 56? Glastonbury.
Yeah, that would be important. Glastonbury's, you should get some great support out of that, I would
So
imagine.
I'm hoping that they can commission and get back into, the post sponsoring that team again. We did it, 25, 30 years ago. And we had a fallout with, believe it or not, the commission.
Pitch to the plate. That's going to be high in the air to the center fielder.
I don't like to see that.
Sergeant
I mean,
made
it's
the
great
catch.
that they hit, but I don't like to see the pop-ups where they're caught.
You're all about the offense. See, I like the defensive side of
am.
things. You know why? The game will end.
I like to see the action. I like to see the kids run for
Run
the
around.
balls, and I don't like to see the holes.
That's right. That's right. So you got a runner on that Zola. It's still at the bag at first, and here comes Augie Bancroft to the plate. He singled and scored his first plate appearance. Nice stop by the catcher, Aiden Clark. That's a nice defensive play there, Marianne.
That is. And these kids look so young.
We forget. Steve Riley and I, we talk about it all the time. When you pull this distance away, you forget how young they really are.
You go down there. In Bristol, I was like, that can't be a player. And Chuck goes, no, he's not a player. And I said, oh, good, he's a bat boy. He goes, no, he's a coach.
That just means you're getting old.
I went, my God. But the players look so young.
They are young, believe me, compared to us.
Yeah, but they're so good.
Got 2 out, Bancroft at the plate. That pitch a little high. Skill level really has grown. And, American Legion Baseball here in Connecticut, the way they approach it with the 3 divisions of play, they've lent a hand in making these kids mature and get better at a young age as ball 4.
Now, when they're playing Legion ball, when they go to college, do they look at that if they want to play college baseball?
I think they do. I know that Coach Penders, coach at UConn, really respects the American Legion player. And he's not biased towards what league you come out. If you have talent, he'll take you. But he likes what they learn, what American Legion Baseball stands for, with the sportsmanship and the determination that you need to show and the commitment you need to make to it. So, yeah, it means a lot. I think it's great on a baseball resume. Absolutely.
See, like our boys state. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
There's the ball hit to the center fielder.
Oh,
That's a leaping catch. Kellen Sargent. That was pretty. Well
he had
done.
to jump for that. That's what I like to see.
The athleticism. That's perfect. Well, Marianne, I thank you for stopping by as always.
Thank
it's good
you
to see
so
you.
much.
All
Great
right.
to see you.
Absolutely. So joining us, Marianne Rosinski, and we'll take a break. We'll be back with more action right after this.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
For the last 10 years, Federico Insetti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn Setti, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico Insetti is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and Seti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at Ivy League Landscaping.
Welcome back as we continue with our coverage. Always nice to have Marianne Rosinski stop on by, our former commander, and certainly loves this game of baseball. She's looking for the exciting stuff, the athleticism of it all, the guys running around the bases. I'm like, I just need the outs. We need the outs. 3-0 Greenwich with the lead.
Well, we have a pretty good game here, Don, this
Yeah, we
afternoon.
do.
I mean, you know, the only thing was the Tolland error did hurt them. The error that Greenwich made did not hurt them.
This ball forward, Aiden Clark. Clark had struck out his first time against Langhorne. Langhorne with 6 strikeouts, so that's a pretty good number. And that is the third walk he's issued here in the ball game. That brings up Babylonia.
I must have missed one. I only had him at 5 strikeouts so far.
Yeah, let me see. 1,
2 in the
2,
first,
3, 4.
2 in the second,
Yeah.
1 in the third.
I had it for 2. Oh, that was an error. You know what? The way I wrote it. Like, yeah, okay. 5 is good. I'll buy the 5. I like the 5. That's a good number. Well done. I don't feel just about straight away as they talk on the pitcher's mound, so that's their defensive strategy when the conversations take place on the mound.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of hanging the glove down. The outfielders are the outcasts. They don't get to be part of the big conversation taking place in the infield.
Well, so far, both teams using their speed. They've stolen two bases apiece.
Babylonia walked his first plate appearance.
And it's a huge lead at first base that Clark has.
Langhorne trying to be cautious, perhaps, with this imposing-looking hitter. Big, strong-looking young man. Here's the pitch.
You like to get one of those Ivan Longoria's extra base hits right around now. That's his favorite player. Ivan Longoria has his own private sports psychologist, right?
I pitch over the outside corner. That's a strike. I didn't know that.
Yep. Goes to games occasionally when he calls them. Ken Revisa. Big
Here
sports
comes the
psychologist out
2-1.
of California.
Pitch fouled off. I think that's probably pretty common.
Well,
I wouldn't say
guess,
it's
Ken Revisa, I've heard him speak at a clinic. Very,
Have
very
you?
good.
Yeah.
He has a couple of books out on the psychology of baseball.
Don't give up.
Well, it's on the use of,
Stay positive.
believe it or not, it's on the use of guys who come up to the batter's box, on the use of
Your
having
energy?
certain routines and
Mhm.
keeping to them and being able to concentrate better.
Yeah, breathe right.
Yep.
Pitch fouled off.
I remember he was a consultant, so I think it was Cal State Fullerton one year. They had a mediocre 500 record, and then they ended up winning the national championship.
3-2 pitch hit through the hole on the left side. Barbary couldn't scramble after it. And now Tolland trying to put something together here in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing on that scoreboard 3-0.
Their first hit of the game.
Shortstop number
Brings
2,
up John Griffin, the shortstop, who struck out back in the 2nd inning, one of the 5. Yeah, they only had a couple of base runners, guys that walked. And
Well, it's the 3rd time around for each of these players, so maybe it, or any 2nd time around, so they start to get used to that fastball.
Langhorne will check the runners. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and it's going to be bunted out in front of home plate. Langhorne will go to 3rd, and he got it there in time for the out. That's a big play right there, especially the decision by Langhorne to make that play.
Well, he fielded it glove side, so when he spun, he just fired a bullet to the 3rd baseman, and, you know, you don't want to bunt the ball to the pitcher.
It was very close, though, at the bag there.
Yep.
But he got the lead guy. So Griffin on the fielder's choices on. Kellen Sargent stepping up to the plate. Are we going to see a pinch hitter for Sargent? Indeed, we will.
It's number 15 on Tolland, so that's 15.
Vogler.
Scott
Please,
Vogler.
ladies and gentlemen, batting for Sergeant number 15, Scott Vogler.
So Vogler will swing. We'll take a look at that play by the pitcher. We can. Bring that up after this pitch here. Pitch in there for the strike. Langhorne looking in for the sign. And the pitch to the plate. That's over for the strike. Count goes 0-2. Let's take a look at the fine play. Good decision here by Langhorne. Ball hit right back to him on the bunt. He just really fired that. That was a close play at the bag. Now the pitch to the backstop, and runners will advance. So how key was it to get that guy at third base, Steve, with a wild pitch there?
That would have been a 3-1 ball game.
Yep.
With runners in scoring position still. Now, base hit could make it a 3-2 ball game.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count with 1 out. Vogler hitting for Sargent. And the pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. And the count will go into the favor of Langhorne with a strikeout. That's his 6th of the ball game, and brings up Dom Aldrich, who struck out back in the 3rd. So 2 out, big strikeout of the pinch hitter. I don't know if we're going to see another pinch hitter come up.
Yeah. Think we are. Yep.
Yep.
Let's go, all right, Mason.
Well, part of it is development and letting guys get a chance to swing the bat.
And that's Mason Jolly.
Aldrich,
Yep.
number 9, Mason Jolly.
So maybe he's got a hunch. Maybe he's got a hunch that Jolly's going to get something done here. With 2 out and 2 on here on the bottom of the 4th inning. And the pitch over the inside corner for the strike. Langhorne's pitch up high. Langhorne starting to lose control of things just a little bit here in this inning. He's thrown a wild pitch. He's walked a batter. Comes over with the strike call. He's looking for his 7th strikeout of the ball game. Outfield not playing all that deep. The pitch to Jolly breaks away from the catcher. No advance by the runner at 3rd. Abalonia. He scrambled back to the bag. That ball went far enough away.
Did a nice job to really push. He actually pushed the batter out of the way to get towards that ball. Nice recovery by the catcher there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and a couple of out. Tolland looking for their first run of the ball game. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him with a fastball. Strikeout number 7 for Langhorne, and the threat will go away. We're back with the top of 5, 3-0 Greenwich.
It's nice to know that we
Termino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors. It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite and boost your energy level. It's Termino Protein Water. Visit them online at drinktermino.com.
What sets us apart as an agency is our customer service. We are truly focused. Our customers are number 1. Everybody who works in this agency has a nice way about them, so they make it pretty easy for people to come on board. We have very competitive products. Besides the auto and the homeowners, we do commercial insurance. We pride ourselves on making sure that our customers' families are protected through life insurance. We try to do yearly reviews. That's a big deal with us. As an agency, yearly reviews are pretty much the way we operate. Customer service is 150% of what we do. The relationship I have with our customers, it's really like doing business with family. So our job is simple. On a timely fashion, we get back to our customers. We help them with their insurance needs.
Rainmaker Irrigation offers custom design.
All right, welcome right back as we continue with our coverage of American Legion baseball.
Number 45,
as we move into the top of inning number 5. Monshine to lead it off here.
Brandon Stake still on the mound.
Pitch up high. Lauder and then Feinberg facing Stake. Here in the 5th inning. Greenwich jumped out 1-0 lead in the first, added 2 in the third, Steve. Turned on and hit foul. Monshine today 1 for 2 with a run scored, had a base hit in the 3rd inning. 4-1, Greenwich out hitting Tolland. Fans have been into it throughout.
They have. Nice crowd.
Yep.
Nice, figuring where they had to come from, right?
Absolutely.
Tolland, I mean,
in Greenwich.
Greenwich. He thought he was going to get hit. He ran to run to first. Brandon Stake up to 73 pitches, Don. He has 43 strikes, 30 balls, I believe. So his pitch count's getting up there.
Here's the 2-2. Missed outside. I think we saw the flaw in the pitch count philosophy in the junior championship game, where a pitcher had to come out when he reached his limit in the mid-inning, and the game kind of disintegrated that point on, in my opinion.
Yeah, they come out another guy in the middle of the inning and was just...
Exactly, and then it just kind of fell apart. I mean, Danny Lauder to the plate. I think they need to take a look at the pitch count. They want to use it, but let a guy. He needed one more out. Let him get the outs. Pitcher threw it high and inside, and that really allowed the base runner to get the good jump. Monshine with a stolen base.
And if you're going to slow kick a little bit like that, that's what happens. Runners can go on you.
And you're throwing a soft pitch high and inside,
and
too.
Greenwich with the 3-0 lead, they're playing with house money, so they can take a little few chances. And that's another stolen base. I think it's their 3rd of the game, right?
They got 3.
3. Yep. 3 stolen bases on 3 attempts.
Aiden Clark, the catcher behind the plate. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be lofted, shallow left field. Shortstop is out, and taking charge is John Griffin. Made the catch and then dropped the ball on a transfer, so the out had already been called.
Yeah, great play by John Griffin there. And that's a tough play to go back there into that little corner, and then you got to hear the footsteps of the left fielder. Left fielder clearly didn't call him off, so nice play that time by the shortstop, John Griffin.
Brings up Feinberg, the right fielder. He doubled home a run back in the 1st inning. He walked. Was thrown out at 3rd a little bit later on the RBI single by Langhorne. That was a play that ended the inning, and the run counted because it was recorded after the runner had crossed home. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, occasionally you see it on a ground ball somewhere with a tag play, where they get a force, but then they don't get the lead runner, so then they go back towards home again.
There's a triple play in Major League Ball the other day where a run scored. The ball ripped foul.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
Really unusual.
Yeah, really unusual.
That would have been that the triple play happened backwards, in other words, right? So you had half where you didn't have a force at the lead base. So.
They had the run down of the runner between 2nd and 3rd.
Right.
Count goes to 2-2. Langhorne in the on-deck circle for Greenwich. Stakes pitch. Popped up. Foul play. Clark with the mask off. And
yeah, he looked like he hesitated a little bit.
Couldn't find it there.
Yeah.
I don't think it nicked the screen at all. I think it was kind of playable for him over there, wasn't it?
Close. It was really, really close to that area.
Yeah, it was tough for us to see it.
Yeah.
We're looking through the screen. I didn't see the screen
all wooden
move,
bats
though.
here in Connecticut, even in 15 under play. You can either have a pure wooden bat, or this year, for the first time, you can have a BB Core composite bat. BB Core stamped, approved.
Pitch up and in. Count goes full 3-2. Monshine at the bag at 2nd. Walk to get on. And the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And the strikeout of Feinberg. I like Feinberg's approach. He doesn't want to walk. He wants to swing at it. He did.
Pitcher number 35, Miles Langhorne.
Langhorne today, fly ball out, RBI base hit. He helped his own cause with that RBI single back in the third inning. He went around.
He's tempted by that outside pitch.
Here in the fifth inning. Hit past the glove of Murdoch in the left field. They're going to send the runner. Sunshine will hustle on home, and that is another RBI base hit for Langhorne. He's now 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs.
Yeah, he just hit that one right down the line. No chance for that third baseman, Cole Murdoch, to get it. And right now, that's about his, 80?
I think it's all done for stake here today.
90th pitch or 89th pitch.
They're going to take the ball from him.
Yep, and that's going to be it for.
So here in the fifth inning, we'll see a pitching change. 4-0. Greenwich on top of Tolland in this Prep Division Championship game. We'll take a quick break. Be back with a pitching change in a moment.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big games. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com.
All right, welcome right back as we continue. These are the changes for you. They have taken the first baseman, put him on the mound, Babylonia. He's now the pitcher. You got Sargent from center field to first base, and Stake from the mound. He's heading out to center field to play there. So that's how it's all working. So Josh out on the hill.
I think he threw a total of 89 pitches, I believe. He gave up 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks.
It's 4-0 Greenwich here in the top of the fifth inning. And Ebaldi stepping into the batter's box for this Greenwich team. Feeder system for the 17 and 19 under groups. And it looks like they got some fine players. They're going to make their way up the ladder. Greenwich won the Zone 4 Senior Championship, the Zone 4 flag. Was eliminated here, however, in the Super Regional, coming in as the South Super Regional top seed. That pitch down low. The runner's going to go.
Runner's going to go.
Langhorne into the bag at second. So Anabaldi now has a runner in scoring position. Looking for a key 2-out base hit. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. As the lefty on the hill. Babylonia. They might call him Babs out in the hill. Here comes the pitch, and that is a strike call. Count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. The game had some energy earlier. It's seemingly losing a little bit of that energy.
The sun started to go down. Maybe that's
Swing and a miss. Count goes full 3-2. Most of these young men probably expected to be home by now. Game started an hour late.
That's going to be a hot tin roof jobber.
There it is, off the hot tin roof.
That foul ball.
Yep.
We have a metal roof above us here. Bill Pomfret Stadium at Palmer Field in Middletown, Connecticut.
Babylonia left-handed offering. That's ball 4. Must have been a little low. Looked like it was over the plate, but low, according to the plate umpire. So now you got runners at first and second. Zola to the plate. Hit by a pitch.
Number 1, Jack.
Actually, he walked. And a fly ball out. That pitch over for the strike. Shouts for Josh down below after throwing that strike. The 0-1. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Count 0-2. Greenwich with a 4-run lead, threatening to put another one up on the board with a base hit here. Pitch up high. Outfield not playing deep at all.
No, not center and right.
No.
Nope, nor in left. Yep.
Ball turned on and through the wicket to the third baseman, Murdoch. They're going to send the runner. Langhorne will score with a throw off line, and everybody else will advance as a result of.
Probably going to be an error. Yep.
Yeah, there'll be an error, no RBI. It was hit hard, but right at Murdoch. Just couldn't get the glove down.
And because the left fielder threw it over the cutoff man's head, the runners advanced. So they have second and third now.
First baseman number 5, John McGrath.
3 errors committed by Tolland here in the game. Brings up McGrath. Swing and a miss. Take a look at that run scoring error just a moment ago. You see, it was hit hard right through the legs. And that would bring home a run. Back to the live action here. McGrath at the plate. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, another hit. They'll break this thing wide open.
Yep.
If it's not out of reach already. How about a
wild
wild pitch, a little hesitation, and then down the base path, and sliding in safely. The ball was dropped anyhow. It was Annabaldi. He hesitated a little bit on that ball that got away from the catcher on the wild pitch.
Should have been sprinting off the bat, and I think he's mad. The coach is upset with that. They allowed a free run to come across. And
now it's 6-0. The wheel's really falling off for this Tolland team right now.
Yeah. That one, the ball went to the back, so he hesitated to chase it.
They've had a pretty good history of being very competitive at the prep division level, junior level in the past.
Tolland, oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They got McGrath at the bag at third. Or that's Zola. That's Zola at the bag at third. McGrath is still at the plate. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Maloney onto the bag at first. Yeah, it did. They finally retire McGrath, and that will retire the side. But 3 up on the board, 6-0. Greenwich with the lead, back with the bottom of the 5th in just a moment.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
It's nice to know that we are more than just a name. We're the only orthopedic group in the state that has a walk-in clinic open 7 days a week. We also own 2 MRI centers, in-house physical therapy, and a state-of-the-art surgical center. These services combined give you a coordinated, personalized treatment plan from the minute you walk through our doors. We are Connecticut orthopedic specialists, and we know the experience matters.
Trimino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors. It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite and boost your energy level. It's Trimino Protein Water. Visit them online at drinktrimino.com.
Well, back here at Bill Pomfret Stadium, we're moving on to the bottom of the 6th, or 5th rather, and there's a soft line drive hit by Cole Murdoch right back to Miles Langhorn, and 1 up, 1 down here. As the Greenwich Prep Cannons lead this game by a score of 6-0, and stepping up to the batter's box now is Quinn Rogers. Rogers has struck out and walked. Miles Langhorn on the mound started the inning at 77 pitches. 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and only 1 hit. And there's a foul ball out of play. So the count now is 0-2 as Rogers has himself in a big hole. 6 runs on 5 hits and 1 error for Greenwich. There's a ball down low. Well, welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
My friend Paul LaFleur. There's a pop-up in the infield. He owes me money, and the third baseman makes the 2-handed catch. Well, we welcome Paul LaFleur to the booth. Paul, the general manager, am I correct, of the Bristol Post Legion, their post number 2.
Post 2.
In the state of Connecticut. Post 1 being, what, Waterbury 1, I believe?
Yeah, there's a story behind that, but we won't get into it now.
And there's a line drive, and that's at the right fielder. He comes in, and then he gets over his head. And see how they score that one. You're going to call that an E9. It looked like he was going to get it, hesitated, and he who hesitates is lost.
Came in 1 step or 2 before.
Number 7, Brandon State.
And that's the 2nd error for Greenwich in this game. So a 2-out base runner for Tolland. There's a fly ball into center field. They're coming on to get it to center fielder Jake Monshine, and that'll do it here in the 5th inning. So for Tolland here in the bottom of the 5th, they come up no runs, no hits. There was an error. They leave 1 runner on base. That's their 6th runner left on base here this evening. We'll be back at the top of the 6th inning. Greenwich leads this one 6-0.
Trimino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors. It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite and boost your energy level. It's Trimino Protein Water. Visit them online at drinktrimino.com.
What sets us apart as an agency is our customer service. We are truly focused. Our customers are number 1. Everybody who works in this agency has a nice way about them, so they make it pretty easy for people to come on board. We have very competitive products. Besides the auto and the homeowners, we do commercial insurance. We pride ourselves on making sure that our customers' families are protected through life insurance. We try to do yearly reviews. That's a big deal with us. As an agency, yearly reviews are pretty much the way we operate. Customer service is 150% of what we do. The relationship I have with our customers, it's really like doing business with family. So our job is simple. On a timely fashion, we get back to our customers. We help them with their insurance needs.
Rainmaker Irrigation offers custom design and installation of turf and shrub irrigation systems for homeowners and businesses. For your protection, we are fully licensed and insured, and our commitment to excellence is second to none. We go beyond industry standards to ensure exceptional customer service with every system we install. We provide ongoing service for the systems we install, and you can count on us for first-rate, on-time, quality workmanship from the very first meeting. For the lawn you've always dreamed of, pick up the phone and give us a call today.
Welcome back to Bill Pomfret Stadium. The sun has come back out here. Blue sky now above and some puffy clouds around. There's a pinch hitter up for Greenwich right now. He'll be batting for Augie Bancroft.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Batting for Bancroft, number 4, Karsten Milshu.
And that's Arston Milshu. Again, his first time at bat here in the state title game. Greenwich leads at 6-0, and here's the second pitch, and there's strike swinging through, and it's 0-2. Well, Paul, you're getting ready to go up to that Northeast Regional Tournament up there in Worcester.
Looking forward to it, Steve. I go every year. I go to the World Series every year, but this is a new venture going to Worcester and to the College of Holy Cross, which I'm told is a very nice playing facility. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too, as we're going to be broadcasting some games up there. Here's the 0-2, and it's outside, ball 1.
It's nice this year that Connecticut, and next year that Connecticut has 2 teams in the tournament.
2 teams in it, yeah. I assume at some point they'll work on getting a Northeast Regional in this division. There's a pop-up to the pitcher. Pablonia makes the easy catch. Sarston Milshu. The pinch hitter goes down. If you score that kind of thing, it's called P1. Up comes A.J. Barber up to the plate now for the 4th time today. He's 0 for 2. Grounded to second. Had a sacrifice bunt, and then lined out to 8. Center fielder, that is. And working from the stretch with 1 out is the pitcher Pablonia, and he throws the ball inside.
So 5 days of very intense baseball where I say intense because the first 2 days, it's 4 games per day.
Wow, yeah. 2 in the morning, I remember 2 in the afternoon.
Right. 4 games per day, and they're all 9 innings.
Wow. Looks like we have a warm-up pitcher down the right field line for Greenwich. It looks like one of the players that was on the field as that ball goes down low. So it's 3-0 now to the leadoff batter, A.J. Barber. Greenwich with a commanding 6-0 lead. 6 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. And for Tolland, it's no runs, 1 hit and an error. There's ball 4. So Barber.
It's nice to know that SportingNews.com will be up there covering the Connecticut teams at least.
Well, we're going to try to cover as many games as we can.
Yeah, you guys do a nice job, and the Legion's very appreciative of your coverage.
Yep, we try to get as many games as we can in a given year. And today we got the 3-camera setup, which is really neat. And there's a strike right in there to the right-handed hitting Jake Monshine. Monshine scored twice today, popped the 3rd, singled, and walked and also stole a base. And Pablonia now throws a pitch down low, blocked by the catcher, Aiden Clark.
This time of day, I don't know if you noticed, Steve, right field is very difficult this time of day.
Yeah, he's looking right into the sun.
He's looking right into the sun. In the past, I've seen balls drop because of that.
And there's the ball down low. Well, once in a while we see fielders out there get trouble with lights or get trouble with sun. That's just the name of the game. You got to adapt. And there's a pop-up in fair territory, so that's going to be the first baseman. He's standing there. He gets it. And that was Kelly Sargent, who moved from center field to first base and gets the pop-up for the second out. Well, I'll tell you got a great super regional over there in the 19 under over at Muzzy Field in Bristol.
We loved it over there.
It was a great
We had
time.
some good competition.
Yeah.
The West Hartford really did prove themselves at that stretch of the tournament.
Yep.
Both West Hartford and Stamford, that's a strike.
Yep, there's a
Both
strike
West
ball.
Hartford and Stamford will do very well in the regionals, I'm predicting.
Yep. Certainly will. Danny Lauder steps in now. He's walked, scored, lined out to short, and popped to 6, and there's a stolen base. So Greenwich continues their running game. 4th stolen base of the game for Greenwich. They've got another runner in scoring position now. You never know how many runs you're going to need in a given game. We saw that in the last game, 17 and under, where I think Tolland, was it Ellington? They were up by 5 runs, and Stratford came right back and tied.
And so far, Steve, in the regionals, we have the 2 Connecticut teams have been named. We've got the state champion Braintree, in addition to the host, Shrewsbury. We've got the Vermont champion declared.
Yep. There's a 1-2 hopper to the shortstop over to first, and that's going to be retiring the side with that one. Nice play by Josh Griffin. John Griffin, rather.
We've got Rochester, New Hampshire state champions, so we're just waiting on Maine and Rhode Island.
Okay. Well, we're moving on to the bottom of the 6th. We'll keep it right here so I can talk to you more about the tournament setup over there. And I know the juniors are going all the way up to Bangor, Maine, right?
Yeah, it's quite a drive.
It's quite a drive, yeah. I mean, usually when I've gone to Maine, it's been Old Orchard Beach or somewhere down in the south part of Maine.
I have not attended the junior regional yet. It's only in its 3rd or 4th year of existence, so I have not been. But it's good that they do elevate the junior level game into, something like a regional. And I know the National Baseball Committee has talked about and will give it consideration in the future about having some kind of a World Series atmosphere for the junior age group, 17U.
Yep.
It's quite a bit of funding, though, and I understand that.
Yeah, I know.
Just to fund the World Series for the seniors, it's over $1 million bill for the week. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Yep. And all paid with volunteer funds, right? All by the American Legion.
All sponsorships and volunteer funds.
Yeah. Well, moving now to the bottom of the 6th, still on the mound for Greenwich is the big right-hander Miles Langhorne. Langhorne has struck out 7, shutting out Tolland so far, and his first pitch is ball. And here's the 1-0, and that's popped up into shallow right. See if that sun does affect the right fielder, but he makes the catch. So Adrian Clark is out on the fly ball to right, and that brings up Josh Pavalonia, who walked and singled.
Pitcher number 21.
Tolland has only gotten
Pavalonia.
1 hit so far, and this young man is the only one to do it. Big left-handed hitting, right-handed throwing player for Tolland. Pavalonia's favorite food is New England clam chowder.
I can go for that.
I can go for that, yeah.
I can go for the mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's Brandon Steak, who's the starter.
They don't have lobster roll on there
I know,
anywhere.
nobody. I know. I get a kick out of Trent College's egg and cheese on toast. That's his favorite food. And a bunch of players with tacos.
frog's legs?
Frog legs, Adrian Bernatendi. Never had those, probably never will.
Wonder
2
if that's
balls,
a relative
yeah,
of the
no.
Red Sox player, Bernintendi.
Yeah, no, that's his favorite. That's Cole Murdoch's
I
favorite
see.
player. And there's a pop-up to the shortstop. So Pavalonia is now out. So there's 2 outs here in the 6th. So Tolland is down to 4 outs in this game unless they get 6 runs. As Langhorne has just been stellar. Langhorne, 89 pitches, and I guess by rule he has to come out. 52 strikes, 37 balls. And that's his 79th pitch, I believe, right? No, his 90th pitch, so that means he has to come out. And that'll do it from Miles Langhorne as he gets a big standing ovation from the Greenwich faithful. So Miles Langhorne, the number 1 pitcher on this staff, gets the job done. He's only given up 1 hit, struck out 7, walked 3, hit no one. And on to pitch now. And that looks, let me see, the pitcher, that's the wrong side. That's the pitcher is going to be
31.
31, yeah. Let's see if I can figure out who he is. Scott Alza. I believe that might be Scott Alza. They told me before the game when I spoke to the Greenwich coaches that their top reliever was Scott Alza. So let's see. 31's going to first, and we'll figure that all out. As Scott Alza takes his warm-up pitches for this Greenwich team. I don't know. I still think that maybe they should just let the kid finish the inning out, but that's the rule. The rule's the rule.
Yeah. You know, and you can say what you want about the pitch count thing, but I recall a game this year in Bristol. We were playing Avon in Zone 1 competition. Both teams, there was no score in the 11th inning. Both pitchers for each team, you know, each pitcher, were throwing 2 hitters. There's no score in the 11th, and both teams had to pull their pitchers.
Yeah.
So there's no reward for the eventual winner.
Yeah, right.
And by the way, one of the pitchers was 19 years old, not 18. So, you know, you can hear both ways about the right and wrong and good and bad of pitch smart. I personally believe the concept of having pitch smart is good. I think the numbers are too low.
Yeah, perhaps. And there's going to be different opinions based on that.
Well, all of this is going to be addressed along with other things during our fall commission meetings.
Yeah, so we're trying to, you can see, you could hear through our public address announcer trying to get the batting order straightened out here.
Yeah, I'm not in favor of yelling out of a press box.
Yeah, well, Jack. So Scott Alza now comes in.
Please,
there was no DHs for either team.
For Greenwich, now pitching and batting 8th, number 37, Zach Alza, and now playing first base and batting 5th, number 21, Jackson Feinberg.
I'm in favor of whatever facility is used for a state tournament, of having, whether it be radios, some kind of field to press box communication.
Sure,
not
absolutely.
Yelling out of the press box or yelling up to the press box. You know, radios are what, $60 a pair? Come on.
John Griffin, the shortstop now, steps in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And he takes the first pitch. Well, it's 1-1 to John now. And the 1-1, it's popped up foul out of play behind us over the top of the roof. So far today, John is struck out, and he also got a 1-5 bunt, probably one of the turning points of the game, where there was a first and second. They tried to bunt, couldn't get it done. And it turned out to a force play and a waste of an out. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 2 outs here in the 6th.
The one thing I will say about having the regionals not in Connecticut, finally, we get out of the state of Connecticut for like the last 6 years. It's been 6 or 8 years, for that matter. It's been here.
Last time I remember being out there was with the Old Orchard.
Old Orchard.
Yep.
And they did a nice job up there. Good food.
The fog was a little rough.
The fog was rough.
Games.
I'll never forget that game where you couldn't even see the outfielders from the press box. That was funny.
Here's the 2 ball, 2 strike pitch now to Griffin, and it's inside. He ducks away from it.
So, yeah, it's going to be a pleasure to get out of Connecticut for the regionals this year. I'll be going to the World Series as usual. This will be my 27th trip, I think.
Yep, there's ball 4 as Tolland has a runner aboard. So Alza comes in and he walks the first batter he faces, but there is 2 outs. Up comes, see, Kellen Sargent now.
Baseman number 3, Kellen Sargent.
Vogler came on the bat for him last time, so Sargent so far is only 0 for 1. Fly to center. There is re-entry in the 15 and under. There's a ground ball to short. And A.J. Barber gets it, steps on the bag, and the side is retired here in the bottom of the 6th. So for Tolland, they come up empty, no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1 runner on base. That's their 7th runner left on base here today. We'll be back with the top of the 7th inning with the score,
never
Greenwich
realized
6
how much the
and
American-
Tolland
If you're
0.
If you're looking for a professional painter, then look no further than ND's own Donald Martone, class of '87, and his company Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company. They specialize in custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. DKM is fully insured, licensed, and will beat any estimate. They have worked at such places at Notre Dame, Yale, in homes and businesses across New Haven County. They specialize in off-peak and night hours. For more information, visit them online at paintingbydkm.com.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso at Notre Dame Parent of 4 is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
For the last 10 years, Federico and SETI has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of '72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of '82, and Lynn SETI, Sacred Heart Academy class of '82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico and SETI is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico and SETI at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Well, back here at Bill Pomfret Stadium at Palmer Field, we move on to the top of the 7th inning. And Greenwich will send up to the plate Harrison Feinberg, Miles Langhorn, unless there's a substitution.
Left field number 6, Trent Collegy.
So Trent Collegy moves into left field for Tolland. They had a few changes as well. Ethan Bonadies is now on the mound. Josh Papalonia moved from the mound to back to first base. Brendan Stake moved from center field to second base. And Kellen Sargent went back out to center field again. So leading it off here is Harrison Feinberg. Harrison started it all off in the first inning with a double down the left field line for an RBI to put his Greenwich team ahead. It's the only run they've needed so far. And Feinberg also has walked and struck out. So he's 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the first pitch. And it's upstairs for ball 1 to Feinberg.
Number 99, Harrison Feinberg.
Well, looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, and the last chance for Tolland, they'll have the 8, 9, and 1 batters coming back as there's the ball. So it's 2-0 now to Feinberg. They'll have Dom Aldrich, Cole Murdoch, and Quinn Rogers, barring any substitutions. And there's the ball up high, so it's 3-0 now to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 7th inning. The Greenwich Prep Cannons lead this 6-0. There's a pop-up in fair territory. The pitcher gets the soft pop-up and makes the put-up. So there's 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 7th.
First baseman number 21, Jackson Feinberg.
Jackson Feinberg, I'm sorry, I had Miles Longhorn up, but I guess I had the wrong. Number 21 is up now for Greenwich. That's Jackson Feinberg. And there's strike 2 to Feinberg. So he came in when Langhorn came out. There's a curveball, pretty pitch, strikes him out. So Feinberg goes down looking. And there's now 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Up comes the catcher, Adrian Arnabaldi. And here's the windup and the pitch. And that's up high. 1-0. Pitcher warming up now in the Greenwich bullpen. It's a lefty, number 15. I believe that might be Scott Vogler. Let's see. And there's the pitch outside. So it's 2-0 around this ball. Usually their closer is Jake Munshine. And there's a strike. Yeah, it's a lefty down there. And there's a foul ball down the right field line. It's going towards the Greenwich bullpen. Looks like there's the bullpen down there. It looks like number 45, if I'm not mistaken. That might be Mr. Munshine. Yep, there's a foul ball sliced to the right side. Another one to be retrieved by the young man protecting the pitcher down there in the right field line. Here's the 2-2, and that one just misses low, so the count is now full. For Greenwich so far this afternoon and this evening, 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. They've left 6 on base so far. Tolland's only gotten 1 run on 1 hit. Sorry, no runs on 1 hit and 3 errors. But there's ball 4. So Arnabali is on board. See if they choose to run him with 2 outs. Jack Zola now steps into the batter's box. Jack is 0 for 2. Big hitter so far this afternoon. Harrison Feinberg got a big double back in the first inning in an RBI. And they scored on an error in the second inning, but there was an RBI on the second base hit. And also an RBI by Miles Longhorn, who got a single and RBI in the third inning. So Langhorn has done it all here today, not only pitch, but also had got 2 hits. And there's strike 1, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to the right-handed hitting Zola, the runner on first. Arnabaldi leads off, only about a 3-step lead. Doesn't look like he's going. There's a fly ball in the shallow right center, chasing it. And making the one-handed grab is Kellen Sargent. That'll do it here for Greenwich in the top of the 7th inning. Well, we're going to move on to the bottom of the 7th. Will Tolland be able to score 6 runs or better? Or will Greenwich be the state champion? We'll be right back to find out after these important messages.
Great restaurants start with the freshest, best ingredients to create delicious entrees. So when it comes to sausage, why not choose the freshest and leanest? That's Longini. Having linguine? Add some Longini. You and your family will love Longini sausage because it makes every dish special.
I'm Rich Longini. You don't have to compromise great taste for a healthy choice. Look for Longini sausage in your grocer's fresh meat section.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
It's nice to know that we are more than just a name. We're the only orthopedic group in the state that has a walk-in clinic open 7 days a week. We also own 2 MRI centers, in-house physical therapy, and a state-of-the-art surgical center. These services combined give you a coordinated, personalized treatment plan from the minute you walk through our doors. We are Connecticut orthopedic specialists, and we know the experience matters.
Well, back here at beautiful Bill Pomfret Stadium, we're in the bottom of the 7th inning now. It's the last chance for Tolland to try to come back in this game. Leading it off is Dom Aldrich.
Right fielder,
the right
four,
fielder to face
Aldrich.
Scott also, who stays in the game after coming on for the starter Miles Langhorn. There's a cut on and missed by Aldrich. Alza came on to come in for Langhorn, who came out for the pitch count rule, and there's a foul ball left side into the parking lot. So it's no balls and 2 strikes now to Dom Aldrich, who struck out. It's his second time up as he was subbed for. First time up, and there's the ball. So it's 1-2 to Aldrich. So this Tolland team has won 3 in a row to get here in this tournament. So did Greenwich. Greenwich, though, was on a 7 in a row so far. Leading up, continuing with the 3 in the tournament, so it's 4 and 3. They've won 7 in a row. Tolland, on the other hand, lost their last 2 games in the regular season, then won 3 in a row in the tournament. Here's the 1-2. It's low, ball 2. So a tying run for Tolland somewhere in that dugout. If they are they need a lot of base runners. Outfielder playing very shallow. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Alza gets his first strikeout. Now they're 2 outs away from being the Connecticut State champions in the 15 and under prep division. Cole Murdoch steps up now. Cole got on an error, was stranded to third in the 3rd inning. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss. This is a different batter, rather. This is Trent Collegy. Looks like they might be batting out of order. I don't know. Unless the switch was different than we thought. Well, in any event, there's no balls and 1 strikes to Kent. There's a foul ball right side, and that's going to make its way towards Five Guys Burgers and Fries behind us. So it's 0-2 now. As Alza rears back and fires. That one hits the dirt. It's blocked well by Adrian Arnabaldi, who's played a great game back there for this Greenwich Cannon team. According to his coaches, the true MVP of the team. Fastball inside. That might have hit him, or might hit a foul ball. I don't know which, and they're going to say it hit him on his hand. It almost was a foul ball in fair territory off the knob of the bat. So Murdoch is on, well, that's Collegy.
Number 11, Quinn Rogers.
College's on first base. He's okay. Quinn Rogers steps up to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. Also has walked. Tolland looking for their 2nd hit of the game. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball up the middle. This could be 2. They step on the back for 1. Over to first for Sue. He didn't get it. They get the double play. And Greenwich is the 15 and under state champions. A pretty 6-3 unassisted double play, and Greenwich has done it. Greenwich, the 3 seed in the Southern Division of this 15 and under prep division, has come all the way in this game. They beat Wallingford in the beginning, 6-2, Wolcott 2-1, Fairfield 3-2, and now an impressive victory where they have defeated Tolland by the final score of 6-0. And Miles Longhorn, one of the stars in this game, is going to be the winning pitcher. Loser will be Brandon Stake, and we'll wrap it up in a few minutes with the final ceremony out on the field.
Ceremony. Here are the totals for Tolland: no runs, 1 hit.
Great restaurants start.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at MilfordPodiatry.com.
It's nice to know that we are more than just a name. We're the only orthopedic group in the state that has a walk-in clinic open 7 days a week. We also own 2 MRI centers, in-house physical therapy, and a state-of-the-art surgical center. These services combined give you a coordinated, personalized treatment plan from the minute you walk through our doors. We are Connecticut orthopedic specialists, and we know the experience matters.
Trimino, the healthy alternative drink, a functional beverage that is light, refreshing, and comes in 4 delicious flavors. It has 7 grams of whey protein and 100% vitamin B complex in every attractive bottle. It's a great drink between meals, as a healthy snack, and perfect for pre, post, and even during workout. It's healthy, it's delicious, it'll curb your appetite and boost your energy level. It's Tremino Protein Water. Visit them online at drinktremino.com.
Well, back here at Bill Pomfret Stadium, they're about to do the awards ceremony in a few moments. But before that, we'll go over the line score of this game. Greenwich got 1 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fifth, for a total of 6 runs on 5 hits, and they committed 2 errors. Tolland, no runs, 1 hit, 3 errors, 7 runners left on base. Greenwich had 6 runners left on base. Winning pitcher, Miles Langhorn. Losing pitcher, Brandon Stake.
E.J. Clark and Nick Posh.
As they introduce the coaches for Tolland.
Players, Scott Vogler, Noah Linton, Mason Charlie, Trent Ology, Cole Murdoch, Dom Aldrich, Kellen Sargent, John Griffin, Josh Cavalonia, Aiden Clark, Brandon State, Ethan Bonady, and Quinn Rogers. And accepting the state runner-up trophy is head coach Steve Posh.
And down on the field now, the presentation of the banner.
And for Connecticut Prep Division State Champion Greenwich, Assistant Coach Scott Georgie. Michael D'Arcangelo. Carson Bilshu. Paige Lasley. Zach Alza. Jackson Feinberg. Augie Bancroft, John McGrath, Jack Zola, Adrian Anaboldi, Miles Langhorn, Harrison Feinberg, Danny Lauer, Jake Monchon, and A.J. Barber. And accepting the state championship trophy and championship banner, head coach Tim Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting State Baseball Director David Greenleaf.
Thank you, Jim. Before we hand out the final 3 awards, I'd just like to take a few minutes here to thank the City of Middletown, the Parks and Rec Department for the great job they've done for us for this whole week. Also, the Parks and Rec Department in the City of Bristol for their work in Muzzy Field. Without all their help, we would not have had a successful tournament that we had. Congratulations to both teams on a great game today. We have a couple of awards to hand out. The first award is the Best Pitcher Award, and that award is going to Miles Langhorn from Greenwich. And the award for the best hitter in the tournament from Tolland, Ethan Bonadies. And finally, the MVP of the 2017 prep tournament from Greenwich, Jake Monshire. Thank you. Congratulations, both teams. We'll see you next year.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The awarding of the Best Pitcher Award to Miles Langhorn, certainly deserving of it, as he only gave up 1 hit today, struck out 7 and walked 3. The Best Hitter Award to Ethan Bonadies, who had the best average from Tolland. And then the Most Valuable Player of the 15 Under Prep Division Tournament, Jake Monsheim. As you see down on the field now, the players holding their banner up in front of their team. So Don Boyle's on the field now. He's going to try to get some post-game interviews for us, and we'll recap the game just very briefly again. Greenwich getting 6 runs on 5 hits. They committed 2 errors, left 6 on base. For Tolland, no runs, 1 hit, 3 errors, and 7 runners left on base. What a game. It's capped off with the hitting of Greenwich. Jake Monsheim was 1 for 3 and 1 run, and Harrison Feinberg with a big double and an RBI. But Miles Langhorn, the pitcher of the tournament, also today, getting 2 big hits. He was 2 for 4 on the day. And more importantly, he also got 2 RBIs. On the flip side, the only batter for Tolland to get a single here today was Josh Pabelonia, their first baseman and substitute pitcher. Well, congratulations to the Greenwich Prep Cannons on their American Legion Connecticut State Championship, and to Tolland for their runner-up position. And that'll do it here from Bill Pomfret Stadium at Palmer Field in Middletown, Connecticut. The final score, one more time, is Greenwich 6 and Tolland 0. It's been a pleasure here to announce this game with all of the crew here at SportingNewsCT.com, as well as many thanks to the public address announcer, Jim Bransfield, and to Dave Greenleaf, the director of baseball here in the state of Connecticut, as well as the official score. And many thanks to Marianne Rosinski for coming on here in this game, former commander of Connecticut American Legion, and also to Paula Fleur of Bristol American Legion for coming on today. And that'll do it here from Bill Pomfret Stadium in Palmer Field in Middletown, Connecticut. Final score again, Greenwich 6, Tolland 0. Have a good evening, everybody.
You want to take any of this stuff?
No thanks. Maybe Don does. I'll leave...